you very much. Thank you to the League of Women Voters and to the Duxbury Council on Aging. A lot of folks might be asking tonight, who is Mr. Botelho? This, for many folks, is the first opportunity you may be hearing of my name. I am the independent candidate. I am your independent candidate running in the 9th Congressional District. And I am running because I am tired of the partisan politics that is going down in Washington, D.C. I feel that we truly need an independent voice that doesn't have to cross an aisle, but is literally in the middle of that aisle, looking for the best possible product that will serve the constituency, the state.
You know, every day that I'm at home, I go up and down my stairs, and underneath those stairs there's something that's placed there, and it measures about 36 inches long, 24 inches wide, and about 17 inches high. And it's the trunk that my grandmother brought with all her worldly possessions when she came to this country from Ireland. She came alone, with no relatives on the other side. Amazingly courageous woman, if you think back to any time, let alone the turn of the century. At that time, half the people in this country aged into poverty. There was no Social Security. At that time that my grandfather passed away, the family had to get together, share resources, because there was no Medicare for health care. At that time, and going forward, I was the first person in our generation to have the chance to go to college, like so many of my peers. And you know, what's at stake in Washington right now are those very fundamental things. Those things that made our country different, the things that provided financial security, the things that provided medical security, the things that gave people the chance to better.
For those of you that can't tell, I'm excited to be here. I think this is a tremendous opportunity, and for the first time in my adult life that I can think of, folks are more excited about Massachusetts Republicans than they are our Boston sports teams, and I think that's. I think there's a lot of reason for that. Obviously, we have some great candidates like Governor Romney and Scott Brown, but they're also excited because we have a plan and we bring a different background and a different perspective, not only here in Massachusetts but across the country.
What would you propose to stimulate the economy in order to create?
It's interesting. Let me use perspective. I'm on the Foreign Affairs Committee as well as the Small Business Committee. And you know, it's interesting, listening to people from other countries that are eager to invest here. They're telling me three things. Number one, they're saying they want out of this country a pathway to dealing with our debt situation, the $16 trillion debt we have. Number two, they want some certainty. There are regulations that are, not regulations, but there are tax incentives, like the investment tax credit, the production tax credit, being able to immediately expense, that are about to expire in December. They want to know whether those things are going to be there for their financing. The third thing they're talking to me about is they need an educated, trained workforce for the kind of jobs they're bringing here.
Wouldn't it be great if there was just a magic bullet solution to stimulating the economy? Representative Keating talked about a lot of great ideas, and I agree with a lot of those as well. The reality is there is no magic bullet solution to stimulating the economy. We have to work together and pull a number of levers, whether it's reducing the debt and deficit and bringing some fiscal clarity to the economy, whether it's reforming the tax code and bringing some tax clarity to our manufacturers and to our individuals that want to make investments. We have to reduce regulations in a way that's going to help out especially our small and medium-sized businesses, because we have 15,000 small and medium-sized businesses here on the South Shore, Cape Cod and the islands, and on the South Coast, and it's very important to them that we get healthcare costs under control. Healthcare has been one of the leading factors to halting the hiring of new employees, not just in this district, but across the country.
Well, first of all, I just heard both the Democratic and the Republican viewpoints, and they kind of sounded similar. You know, they're both talking about reducing regulation. They're both talking about easing tax burdens on one person or another. But what if we actually did it for everyone? I'm actually a consumption tax advocate, and although I would love to see the United States move to that, just have a basic sales tax where everyone paid the same rate, at this point I'll take a win where I can get it, and we can flatten out the tax codes for businesses and for normal, regular people, and as well flatten out that regulatory environment.